Here I am. Thank you for coming back, you that are rejoining me. You are either going to witness a miracle here in the next 45 minutes, or you're going to be able to see me fail miserably. So I don't like to fail publicly, but if it happens, it happens. I would love a miracle to happen. Let me try something. We've had we had so much activity in here last night, the spirit talker, that assuming these were good spirits because they talked about the Trinity, I'm going to ask. I need your help, folks. If there's a way you can find that I can get $3,300 in the next 45 minutes, it makes a huge impact on what I'm going to be able to do with the last Bad Ben film. So if you can send me blessings and help me get this to happen, it would be greatly appreciated. I would love to have my friends out there online witness a miracle come through. It's unlikely, but you never know. Hello again, Sarah. Welcome back. I don't know what else I can do right now. It's stressful, but let's hope, Sarah. This is a big deal. You guys have done so much already. But this is one of the most consequential fundraisers I've ever done. With the 10,000 followers I have on Facebook, of course, they're not all seeing this now. But with the 10,000 followers, if they each contributed 33 cents, this would be taken care of. Let me write a note. I just stuck a note on my desk, and I'll share it with you. If by some miracle I hit this goal in the next 40 minutes, you're watching live with me. It's like the Jerry Lewis telethon, except it's not for kids with multiple sclerosis or muscular dystrophy. I don't even know what to say. You all know what I'm here trying to do. We're down to 34 minutes. I would need to raise $100 an hour for it to happen. So unless somebody's feeling benevolent or they want to buy a producer's package at the shop, I'm keeping my fingers crossed. If I have 2 Crescent Moon clown dolls, but I've already promised them to people. I make them by hand. I would, if 6 people gave $500, each one of them could get a handmade Crescent Moon clown with the bottom of the shoe signed a number and my signature on one shoe, the date and number of them on the other shoe. And they'll be guaranteed delivered for Christmas. I make them by hand. Whatever you guys can do. Whatever you guys want from me. Oops. The Frankenstein Blu-rays are done in about in a second. Thank you, Daniel. I appreciate it. All right. Well, Zonk just wrote, "Hey, Nigel, I'd love to contribute to the fund, but I've recently been discharged from the hospital and have gotten hit with a bill of $45,000 for a week of inpatient care." What were we just saying in the last broadcast? Why do people have to get bills like this? Healthcare should be free. I'm currently working full time and am in school to try and make my life better and to raise enough cash to cover my bills. What tips would you give for making a potential film series work? As you've clearly made an impact on many people's lives with your art, I see no better place to ask, frankly. Much love. Well, thank you. Well, number one, Bad Ben was made on a shoestring budget, and the return on investment was very good. So try to keep it simple. And what I mean by that is, when you start, if you're making a film that requires a lot of actors and a lot of locations and stuff like that, it gets more and more difficult because, frankly, dealing with multiple actors is a pain in the ass. I'm lucky in that Scott's very easy to work with, but try to keep it to as few as people as possible. And just the biggest hurdle is getting started. And like iPhones, for instance, or Android phones have excellent cameras on. But when you try to add more stuff, like I've had to add more each time, because the series has progressed. But I will tell you this much. The number one thing is have an interesting story. If your story's interesting, you could film it on your phone and people would watch it and you could make money, like Paranormal Activity and Blair Witch Project was. And you have to have an interesting story, something compelling. And the number one place to start is, what is something you like? Don't always try to figure out what other people like. Try to figure out what it is that you like. And make something you like, because when you're making something you like, you'll make something good. Now, one of the things I'll tell you is about this $45,000 bill. The law has been changed, I think, so that it won't be reported to credit agencies. So if you happen to hit the lottery, pay the bill. If you don't, fuck them. Just you should. That's ridiculous amount. The number one thing is that you're well, and I hope that they made you well and all, and I hope you live for 100 years. But it's not going to impact you trying to buy a house. If that time comes, try and buy a car or anything like that. So try to pay it if you can, but if you can't, medical debt is no longer a curse. And if you do happen to raise a little bit of capital, make them an offer. But that's fucking ridiculous. They ought to be ashamed of themselves. And I wish you the best. And I will tell you that when you start to do something, when you start to make a film and all, I would love to say it and I'd love to share it. All right, folks, we are down to 35 minutes. And I need to update this number. Now we're down to 25 minutes. So if there's a sugar daddy out there somewheres that wants to, I'd say if there's somebody that could loan it, but God, I owe so many people already that, frankly, I wouldn't loan me money right now. I trust me when I give you my word. All these people get paid back, but so far I haven't proven it. Well, get well soon, Zonk. But if you want to donate or if you want to become a producer of Bad Ben 15, but in a little less than 25 minutes, if I don't somehow get a miracle here, I'll be signing off very depressed. But it is what it is, right? The good news is I already have all the Frankenstein Blu-rays made. I can start shipping them this weekend. Tomorrow I'll do the Dracula Situation DVDs. And then tomorrow and Sunday, I'll do the full 12 box sets, which include Frankenstein and Dracula. Turn this fan on a little higher. So 20 minutes, folks. 21 minutes. Is the suspense killing you? If it took me, the initial raise was $4,000. And if it took me 3 days to raise $646, it's very unlikely that in the next 16 minutes, well, next 20 minutes, I'm going to raise 3,300. Although there could be somebody out there that's just waiting to see where I get and will come bail me out at the last minute. You see this? I'll just get rid of 17 minutes. 15 minutes to go. Well, folks, you're looking at 14 minutes until I crash and burn. Trying to make a equipment purchase of sale items before the store closes at 7:21, and it doesn't look like it's going to happen. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much to everybody that has contributed. I really appreciate it. And I'm going to go offline here now because this is, it's, I'm asking too much. But I do appreciate everybody that supported me. And I'll be back. You'll see me soon. I'll figure something out. Thank you and bye for now.